I've had a breakthrough. I want to share it with you. It's about those big changes that happen in our lives that just have us feeling so sad. And we know we need to make the change, but we're just sad. We just feel bad about this big change that needs to be made. And I made a video yesterday that was all about the psychology behind it. And today I had somewhat of a breakthrough and I want to share it with you. And today the breakthrough has to do more with the spiritual side, because yesterday I talked about how I was sad and how I got through it and how I did all these things to get through it, and I did get through it. But then that night, just the things bubbled up and I got sad again. And it's because I was thinking about the past and I was thinking about the 20 years that I had put into this thing. And even though I'm not really losing it, I'm still a part of it. I'm kind of losing my identity with it. I'm no longer the owner. Like, I am a silent partner. So I'm a part of it, but I'm not the owner. I'm not making the decisions. And my brain has just been having a really hard time with that. And so today I had this really big breakthrough. I was listening to Michael Singer. Whenever I get stuck somewhere mentally, spiritually, and I'm feeling bad, I always go back to his teachings. And one of the things he said is, in this moment, what is the highest thing that we can do together? And how can I participate in this moment and bring the joy that can exist in this moment and do the best that I can do? And what he's talking about is he defines spirituality as the ability to accept the moment that is unfolding in front of you. And the moment in front of me, that is my true reality. And what does that actually look like? And if I only looked at that, instead of involving the past, instead of involving all of the sunk costs and the endowment effect and all of these things that my brain tries to cling to, if it was just my consciousness, just my higher being looking at this moment, I would say, wow, I have some of my best friends in the whole world taking over my legacy, and they're going to make it better than ever. I know they are. And Debbie Corwin, she's been with me. I've been with her for 15, 16, I don't know how many years. It's been a long time, almost 2 decades. And she said that she is part of it because she wants to continue the legacy that I started. How beautiful. Wow, like really, this is a beautiful thing happening. And it's fall right now, favorite time of the year, because all the flowers are in full bloom. Some of them are still blooming. The weather's changing. Like, wow, everything is actually really, really great. And this sadness, because I'm going through this giant change, is really just all about my past. It's just the past things. And I love what Michael Singer said. He said this, and I can link the video that he said this in. I'm going to quote him. But I've been having a hard time with my spirituality and the business, like, ambitious side of me. And I'm like, if I was truly spiritual, I wouldn't have preferences. I would just be fine with everything that's happening all the time. But I'm not there. I don't know if I'll ever be there. And the business side, it feels so good to build things and to make things happen and to strive forward, right? So it's like, how do I balance these two? And I've been having that question, and finally this morning I got it answered from a Michael Singer video. Listen to this. This is what he said about his life. He said, I moved out to the woods to meditate, and I ended up the CEO of a public corporation. I never left the woods. It all grew around me. But at one point, a corporation sold for over $3 billion, and I had 2,300 employees. It was a very large business to be running, and I started it with just me. It grew all the way up to that, so I have a lot of experience with business. But he said, this is the important part. But all of my experience is really with spirituality. I see no difference between business and spirituality. I see no difference in relationships spiritually. There is no difference between anything and spirituality. 100% of our lives is about our spiritual journey. And he talks about the ability to accept the moment that's unfolding in front of us. And he said, the purpose of my life is to let go of the scars and the past and the blockages and the things that don't make us feel good, to let go of those and serve the moment in front of me. And that's all I need to do. And I I love that. And to me, what all of that means, and if you haven't read his book, The Surrender Experiment, it talks all about his journey, and it's amazing. And it's basically keep serving the moment in front of us. And if he doesn't use the word, I mean, he might, but this is me talking. If we're aligned, if we're connected, then we're going to keep going in the right direction. And serving the moment in front of us means to serve the people in front of us, to serve the moment in front of us, to give 100% to whatever moment is in front of us. And if we do that, things are going to happen. Really, really cool things are going to happen. And along this line of thinking about the past affecting my present, whenever I sign up for like trips and stuff, I realize, and this all has to do with each other, I realize that right before the trip's about to happen, I get homesick and I don't want to go, like almost every single time. And I realized that if I was serving the moment in front of me, as I was just packing my suitcase, as I was going to the airport, as I was getting on the plane, if I was just, I am trying to get over my fear of flying. If I'm just like, whoa, here I am hurtling through space. This is amazing that I can go from this point to this point and I can see all of these different things. And he talks too about how we're just here for a couple years on Earth and we only get to see it's almost embarrassing how little of it we get to see while we're here, how few of the moments we get to see. And so when I'm traveling, if I was just taking it moment by moment, instead of involving all of my past fears, like I think the biggest thing that's coming up for me is I have these, he calls them subscaras, these subscaras of losing things or things changing. And it's because when I was 9, my family went from very wealthy to losing everything and being very worried about money all the time until I left home. And now my parents are doing well again after I left home. But we left everyone we knew, everything we knew, changed schools, all of that. And it was really hard. And I think now I look at change through that 9-year-old lens that my whole life is falling apart and this is scary and I don't want this and I just want to go back to what I had. And even traveling, I have some weird thing about that. So I'm going to be practicing that. Just appreciating, giving my 100% to the moments in front of me. And I know that that's how I mix spirituality and business. That's how I mix spirituality and relationships. Like in my relationship with boyfriend, with family, if we just had the moment in front of us and we didn't have any subscaras from any past things, how would we come into that moment? How would we appear? And how much would it help the other person also appear in that moment in such a fun and exciting way? Because if I just don't pay attention to how I expect this moment to go, and I've practiced this before because Esther Hicks talks about this too in The Vortex, and she talks about how whenever, if there's a group of people and you think you know how that meeting is going to go, you have a meeting with them, and you think you know how each one of them is going to act. Instead, if you just go into it erasing all of your previous thoughts and ideas about how they're going to act and just give your 100%, you make sure that you're spiritually aligned, you go into that meeting aligned, you'll be amazed at what has happened. And I haven't done that very often. Why not? Okay, I'm going to do that. I have some meetings today and I'm going to do that. And it really helped me too, just to come to terms. I have some other videos and that I haven't published yet, and I'm going to have to pop my head in the videos and kind of give a reframe to my past self, because in these videos, I'm talking about being bogged down and being stuck in the work that I was doing. And the reframe is, let me give 100% in this moment. And if I stay in alignment, beautiful things are going to happen. And I truly feel like I won't always be doing those things, or I'll start to enjoy them. Okay, I'm still a little bit at odds with that, because the idea is, if I if I'm fine with this moment just as it is, then won't I just be stuck? And the answer is no. Like, life will continue to unfold, things will continue to happen, opportunities will come when we have ourselves feeling good and in alignment. And that's why when I'm doing my taxes and when I'm doing all the things that just make me feel like I just need to just give 100% to that moment in front of me. And I do try to do that whenever I find myself discouraged or frustrated. I try to do the mindset shift, but I think that this is going to help me. And I have it written at the top of my journal as well. And that's my purpose, is every moment was the highest thing that me and my higher self can do together. And how can I serve the moment in front of me? How can I let go of myself? And that's my purpose. Okay. How did that feel for you guys? They always say you're not supposed to share things until you're outside of them. But I feel like this would really help me if I were able to watch somebody else making these videos right now. Like, this would really be helpful to me. So I am sharing as I have my little individual mini wins over my subconscious and my mind, sharing the little wins instead of just waiting until I've won the entire battle, so to speak. All right, let me know how you're doing, what you're going through. I would love to hear. Until then, I'll see you in the next video.